invitation to the reception and ceremony that we are having on October 4, 26 days away, 25 days, I'm losing count, but it's coming up fast. It's been a quick whirlwind project to recognize Native Son Rutherford B. Hayes, and with the funds that we got from the Heritage Fund, we'll be able to enhance that recognition a little bit. So I'm here to say that the committee has done what we told the community we would do. We started 11 months ago, and here within a year we've completed the task. Tomorrow we have the excitement of going to Zanesville to watch the pouring of the statue. It's a bronze 7-foot statue over at Alan Cottrell's studio, and so then that'll be delivered on the 2nd of October, installed on the 2nd of October. We'll cover it and then have an unveiling ceremony starting at 6:30, open to the entire community and the county and anybody else who wants to come, starting at 6:30 on the 4th of October. Right at the corner of the southwest corner of Sandusky and William Street. So with that, I'll let you get on with your meeting, but I do want to drop off some invitations.
Okay, great. Very good, thank you.
Well, thank you.
I just want to comment, this has been a work, a lot of great people in this county and this city have been involved in this. This is going to be a great addition to our county, and recognizing past president is, I think, very, very important. So congratulations to you and your committee.
Yeah, I'd like to also thank Bill and the whole team that worked on this. I know there's been a bunch of people doing a lot of work to get this to fruition, and the statue's going to be great. And I understand there is a small plaque or a different configuration at the original house site. Correct. In addition to the statue at the southwest corner of
17 East William Street.
Yeah, yeah. So again, very nice that our community is finally stepping up and doing a lot more to recognize, one of 40-some communities in the country that can have have a birthplace of a president. A little bit of trivia: we almost had 2 presidents born here in Delaware County. Frank Willis, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, was born here and was one of the presidential contenders in the 1928 election, but easily could have won, but he passed away, right here actually in Great Chapel. So anyway, thank you again. This will be a really nice statement that we recognize our native son, and as we should. So thank you. We can continue.
All right, that brings us to item number 3, and Eric Burgess, our Assistant Chief of Emergency Medical Services and the Commission on Accreditation of Ambulance Services.
Morning, Commissioners. Jeff Fischel, Director of EMS, Delaware County. This morning is a very proud moment for Delaware County EMS as we're celebrating the renewal of our CAS accreditation. This is a very stringent, very prestigious award in the industry of EMS, as less than 1% of EMS providers in the entire nation have this award. In Delaware County, we're the only ones who have the CAS accreditation. In Central Ohio, there's only one public entity that has this CAS accreditation, and we are one of 6 in the entire state of Ohio. So we're very proud to have achieved this award. What I want to do, though, is turn it over to Chief Burgess and publicly acknowledge that he and his team led the effort to renew our CAS accreditation here at the county, and I'm going to hand the podium over to him to speak to you about the CAS accreditation.
Great. Thanks, Jeff.
Morning, Commissioners. Eric Burgess, Assistant Chief EMS. So pretty excited to be here this morning to let you all know that we, as Director Fischel said, we received word last week that we've received our accreditation for a full 3-year cycle. So we took our site visit in August 1st and 2nd. The external reviewers came in, looked through everything, especially the 8 deficiencies that we had identified previously, and we took care of those. We put our team together and took care of those deficiencies that we had. Just to kind of give you an idea of the accreditation and those kind of the stringent standards that we go through with this, there's 51 total standards that we have to meet that are nationally acceptable standards, and those include anything from our organization to interagency relationships to our financial management, human resources, fleet and facilities. So not only is it Delaware County EMS working to maintain those standards, but it takes cooperation from our partners such as Mr. Brandt's group with Delcom and the Auditor's Office and Miss Houston and Human Resources. So we have to have a lot of things in place to meet these standards. So it takes a lot of cooperation and a lot of help from everyone else to make this happen. So as Director Fischel said, we're one of 6 in Ohio. That's 189 in the entire nation that have this CAS accreditation. So I think that's pretty exciting for this department. All these folks standing behind us here have worked really hard to make sure we maintain those standards and provide that outstanding service to the residents of Delaware County. I have a couple of thanks I want to do real quick. First of all, I've got one of my Lieutenant Berger back there, and also Lieutenant Shelley Gannon was unable to be here. These two folks worked very hard with us for the last couple months to make sure we get this accreditation. The full accreditation. Also, our medical director, Dr. Panchel, he and I worked very hard with the information that these folks gave us to put that together and send that submission off to the reviewers. So Lieutenant Ben Berger, Lieutenant Shelley Gannon worked very hard in this process. And also the other folks you see back here that are out there on the street every day working hard, providing that outstanding care to the citizens of Delaware County. Obviously, we couldn't do this without them, so thank you guys. Any questions?
Merrill?
Any questions? Just congratulations. And your level of enthusiasm is so much more exuberant than normal, isn't it? I apologize. I couldn't resist that.
Got to keep a...
So you owe me one. But congratulations to all of you.
Yeah.
As a commissioner, and makes me very proud. I think Commissioner Benton will say the same thing in a moment. We're very proud of our EMS in the county, and it's really the health and the safety of the residents of this county is extremely important, and you guys do a heck of a job in providing that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Mike, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I just, I had the opportunity to spend time with the reviewer and talk with them. And I think, we did get the accreditation, but I think when you talked with that individual, we far exceeded a lot of the metrics. So I would say of the 189, we were probably in the very top percentage of that. So it was very refreshing when I talked to the reviewer and getting feedback and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, again, congratulations to all of you, and I know it's a team effort, but it does begin in the EMS department, and I want to thank all of you for the hard work and the coordination. EMS has become an extremely complex, challenging field, in the last few decades. It's not anywhere near as easy as it used to be. Not that it was ever easy, but, the training, the protocols, the procedures, the front line, the ambulance, everything is just much more complex, and so it is difficult to maintain it because you have to really keep up, with what's going on in the field. So again, congratulations to everyone. Thank you. As Commissioner Merrill said, the health of our constituents, the residents, is the most important thing we can do, and you guys are on the front line. So thank you all. Congratulations.
Here's the certificate. So.
Okay, great. Jane? Thank you. Picture?
I debated whether to do it or not.
He doesn't smile very often. That was good.
That was my slide.
We tried.
All right.
All right,
let's
that brings
continue.
us to item number 4, resolution number 19-882, reconvening of final hearing for the Homestead at Scioto Reserve, Section 1 Drainage Maintenance Improvement Project.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-882. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-883, in the matter of approving for a specific occurrence, a suspension of Rule 3, speaker registration, Rule 4, limitations, and Rule 7, public comment procedures from rules governing public comment before the Board of Commissioners, Delaware County, Ohio.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-883. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye. All right, that reconvenes the hearing that was originally done on, when did we have the first hearing, or the second hearing, I guess it was?
August 22nd.
And we wanted to reconvene to give the folks a little more time to study and discuss with the homeowner association members of the community. And so with that, we have reconvened it. I will kind of go through the rules for today. Welcome everyone again to the reconvening. There is a sign-in sheet circulating. We ask that you please sign in, if you would please. We have already heard a report from the county engineer on the improvement, and we're expecting an update from the Homestead at Scioto River Association meeting today. We'll take questions from the board. We'll hear from those in favor of the petition, we'll hear from those opposed to the petition, and you'll be asked to take an oath if you are testifying. And then after listening to the testimony and the report of the engineer, the board will decide whether to find in favor of the improvement, affirming the order and confirming the maintenance assessments, or the board may dismiss the petition by setting aside that order. The board considers the following in their decision: whether the board hereby finds that the proposed improvement is necessary, that it will be conducive to the public welfare. The board also finds that it's reasonably certain that the cost of the proposed improvement will be less than the benefit. Now, this is a little different because there is no construction improvements in this project. It is simply a maintenance situation. Most of the time, we have some work that needs to be done initially, but that's not the case this time. So anyway, with that, I will open it up for questions from the board. Any additional questions? And I don't have any other questions as well, so I will open it up to those who would like to speak in favor of the petition project, if there is anyone. So if you could identify yourself and your address, and I'll swear you in.
Ron Gagney, 4688 Gulf Village Drive, Powell.
Okay?
And I have two things. One,
Need to swear you in.
oh, yes.
Yes. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
Now, there are still two things. The first is to thank the commissioners for giving us this extra time from August 22nd. I didn't want to speak then at the time to continue our petition for this project, well, not the project, but for that program, without going back to talk to the rest of our board members. So the second thing is our board members voted to go ahead with the project. There are no dissenting votes within our board. So with that, I ask you to consider our petition to move forward.
Okay. Very good. Any questions?
No, I don't really call it a question. Maybe it's an inappropriate comment this time, but we apologize for the confusion. I think it was created in the way that it was communicated on the dollar figure. And I think because of that, we'll be much clearer going forward. And we've had that conversation. And so it's a learning experience, and I think we all learn from that. And I think the project will pay benefits, but I wish it had been a little cleaner for the benefit of everybody, so.
But it's okay. We're all good now and ready to move on if you all approve it.
Yeah, I don't know, I didn't really have any other questions or comments either. I mean, glad to see that, you know,
You might ask if there's any opposition.
yeah, I was going to do that next. But again, glad to see that the board, you know, really considered it and has moved forward to recommend approval. So with that, I will ask if there's anybody else that wants to testify in favor of the project. I'm guessing not at this point. Okay. And then I will ask for anybody who wants to speak in opposition to the project.
With that, I'll move that we close the hearing.
Okay.
Resolution number 19-884, in the matter of closing public hearing to address Homestead at Scioto Reserve Section 1 Drainage Maintenance Improvement Project.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-884. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
I would ask that we read the resolution affirming the order.
Resolution number 19-885, in the matter of commissioners affirming the order and confirming the assessments for the Homestead at Scioto Reserve Section 1 Drainage Maintenance Improvement Petition Project.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
I don't, that's what I've already said, and so I have nothing to add.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's been resolved, and again, this program works very well. I think the homeowners will be satisfied that all this work will be taken care of in perpetuity. So with that, take a vote.
Vote on motion 19-885. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
All right.
That-
So that closes the hearing, and that ends that petition, and thank you. Sure. And we'll move on with the agenda.
All right, that brings us to item number 5 on page 725. Resolution number 19-886, in the matter of approving purchase orders and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0906 and memo transfers in batch number MT APR 0906.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-886. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-887, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-887. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-888, in the matter of recognizing the week of September 9th through 15th, 2019 as Direct Support Professionals Appreciation Week.
So moved.
Second, discussion,
My turn?
your turn.
All right. Good morning, Commissioner Benton, Commissioner Merrill, Mr. Frommer, Ms. Walraven. My name is Christine Hodge. I'm the superintendent of the Delaware County Board of Developmental Disabilities. So I'm here today to thank you for recognizing this week, September 9th beginning. It's Direct Service Professional Appreciation Week. As you know, we serve about 2,300 people with developmental disabilities in our county, and direct service professionals, otherwise known as DSPs, are that critical element who actually perform the service for the people that we serve. So nationwide, statewide, and countywide, there was a shortage of direct service professionals for the people we serve. We believe that by the state of Ohio recognizing this week, and by us as a county recognizing this week, we're bringing forth how important it is that people go into this field and support people with developmental disabilities. So I thank you for taking this time to think about what we're doing and our direct service professionals. I also want to mention I have with me today Cheryl Copley, who is our provider coordinator, who's been with the board for many, many years, and her sole responsibility is to recruit and retrain providers and to keep direct service professionals employed within the county to provide this critical care. Also with her is Ann Miller, who is my public relations communication education manager, and together they are all about recruiting people to help us serve our most fragile citizens. So I thank you for recognizing this, and I appreciate your support. Any questions?
Merrill,
I'm going to make this real short, real simple. We are very fortunate to have the team we have at Developmental Disabilities, and thanks from the top on down, and the board as well. Well, just congratulations to everyone and the support that this county gives to developmental disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We appreciate all of your support as well.
yeah, it's good. I hadn't thought of focusing, on a recognition of these service providers, but I know they're the front line as well, and they really do challenging and rewarding and important work. So it's great that we do pause and honor them and thank them for their work.
Yes, and we couldn't do our job without them.
Sure.
They're vital. They're that hands-on care. So yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I thank you for realizing that.
Yep, it's great. We have a great organization with a great leader, so it's good that we recognize again the people who do make it work so well. So
Thank you
Thank you
again
all.
for your support.
okay. Jane, another picture? All right. Oh, I need to sign it.
No,
Oh.
we'll just have to get Barb.
Okay.
But if you wanted to picture with it. Look at that Barb. Shh,
We haven't voted on this.
Oh, okay.
Vote.
We will go ahead and vote.
Vote on motion 19-888. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
That brings us to item number 8, resolution number 19-889, in the matter of approving the Child Placement Services contract and First Amendment between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners, the Delaware County Department of Job and Family Services, and child placement provider Safely Home Incorporated.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Bob Anderson, Director of Job and Family Services. We're just proposing and recommending a contract with Safely Homes. We do not have any children to place with Safely at this point. We're just trying to get ahead of the game and have the facility available. This is a facility that has some special units that we could place children with those needs.
Have we worked with them before? in the
Not
past?
to my knowledge, no.
Okay. Where are they located?
I have Bedford, Ohio.
Okay, okay. All right,
I have another.
vote.
Vote on motion 19-889. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Resolution number 19-890, in the matter of approving the sanitary sewer improvement plans for Liberty Summit.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. This is an apartment complex located near the corner of Home Road and Sawmill Parkway. It's the Schottenstein's complex. There's 234 units, and it does include a private lift station that they will own and maintain. These plans have met all of our requirements, so we request your approval.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-890. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-891, in the matter of approving sanitary sewer subdividers agreement for Liberty Summit.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
So same project. This is also a standard subdividers agreement.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-891. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-892, in the matter of establishing the Delaware County Roadway Grant Assistance Program.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, Chris Boserman, County Engineer. In 1998, I believe, the county adopted a program to help our local government partners in the county apply for transportation grants primarily through the OPWC process. That project, or that program said we would match local government contributions in grant applications up to, on a one-to-one basis up to $50,000. It has not been updated since 1998. Construction costs have changed a lot. The grant environment has changed a lot in that period of time. So I have before you today an update to that program. This would be for the benefit of our village, town, or city and township partners to apply for OPWC grants and any other ODOT safety grants, MORPC funds, several different other transportation programs that are now available to those entities. And so the basic outline is that we would match those local contributions now on a 3-to-1 basis up to $150,000. And so I think you've had that information to review leading up to the meeting. I'd be glad to answer any questions, but I'm glad to make that proposal and recommendation to you this morning.
Commissioner Merrill?
The other thing I have is this is an example of us following through on a commitment we made back during the hearings, and so congratulations for your follow-through on that, and it speaks well, I think, of the county that we're following through on what we promised in those meetings, so, and it's great, it'll be great for these entities, the villages and the cities and the townships, so.
Yeah, I know there have been some additional funding sources identified, and that was kind of the genesis for the discussions we held earlier, and raising the issue of can we work together with the townships, villages, and cities to provide some more funding? And it looks like this is a good way to do that. One thing, when you and I talked about it, I thought was interesting is the number of projects that the jurisdictions submit has gone down consistently over the years, and I think that just speaks to your point about construction costs going up, but our match is maxed, or has been maxed, and therefore, the number of projects just shrank because of that.
And it's getting harder, it's been harder and harder for our small townships to come up with the matching funds.
Yeah.
And for our larger townships, the size of their projects get bigger and bigger because the magnitude of the problems they're facing are larger. And so both those things combined mean that I think we need to step up and just kind of renew our partnership in an updated way. And so this does that.
Yeah, okay. Well, good to see it coming to fruition. Appreciate, the leadership and all the discussions and we've had with the various jurisdictions, and we're able to work out something to help all our residents, in the various areas of the county. So, good to see this. Okay, take a vote.
Voted on motion 19-892. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-893, in the matter of establishing the maintenance account, approving the maintenance easements, and certifying the drainage maintenance assessment collection percentages for 2020 for the Francher Road Drainage Improvement Project.
Second, discussion?
This is a drainage project that has been all the way through the process of construction. This is the final step to place it on maintenance from going forward. So we're finalizing construction, finalizing the easements for maintenance, setting the maintenance account, and this would then go on the county's drainage maintenance system from this point forward. And it sets the maintenance percentage annually, or for the first year, for 3%. You'll recall that you revisit those percentages each year. So if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer those.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-893. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-894, in the matter of approving the pipeline relocation agreement by and between Columbia Gas Ohio Incorporated and Delaware County for Freeman Road.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
For the Freeman Road intersection improvement project, there is a gas line that needs to be relocated to accommodate that construction project. The current gas line is outside of the existing right-of-way, so the costs associated with the relocation of that are the county's responsibilities, not the utility companies. And so this agreement spells out our responsibility and the amount of the cost of the relocation, which is $22,385. I'm recommending approval.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 19-894. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-895, in the matter of approving specifications, estimate, and setting the bid date and time for the project known as Redder West Drainage Improvement Project.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
This project has been approved at the second hearing by your board. It's ready to go to construction, and this resolution would authorize us to take bids and move forward with construction. So I'm recommending approval.
How does this compare, the pre-construction estimate compared to what was in the report?
I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that. It can't. I know we can't exceed that number that you approve in your report, and so I know we wouldn't be bringing it to you if it exceeded that number. So.
Right, maybe Brett could comment on that?
Good morning, Commissioners. Brett Bacon, Delaware Soil and Water Conservation District. The construction estimate would reflect the construction portion of the estimate that was presented in the final hearing report. Would not be inclusive of the engineering costs or construction inspection fees, but the actual construction portion of that estimate it's exact. So.
Okay, but it does not exceed what was in the report?
No. As Chris mentioned, by law, we can't exceed that. So.
Okay, very good.
Just would add that if the bids came in above that, we wouldn't recommend an award to you until, I think you'd have to go back and have
through the
another hearing.
process.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, vote?
Vote on motion 19-895. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-896, in the matter of awarding a bid and approving a contract between the Delaware County Commissioners and MP Dory Company for the project known as 2019 Delaware County Traffic Signal Improvements.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
This project bundles several signal installation projects into one contract, and MP Dory was a low bidder and would recommend moving ahead. The signals are at Rail Timber Way on Lewis Center Road, Park Lawn North and South on South Old State, Allen Crossing on South Old State, and Bear Trail on South Old State. So 3 of those are north of Orange Road between Orange and Lewis Center. One of them's between Powell Road and Orange Road.
Okay. What timeline for doing this work?
Because it's mainly pole and signal installation, some of the work could start this winter and be finished up next spring, summer.
Okay, okay. All right. We'll vote?
Vote on motion 19-896. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19897, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
There are, I believe, 10 utility permits for your consideration today, all of which have been reviewed by our office and staff, and we're recommending approval.
Okay, vote?
Vote on motion 19-897. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Okay.
Chris, while you're there,
Yeah, thanks.
we had another email last week on this roundabout on Lewis Center. What's the status on that? Is it?
We're still waiting for final utility clearance. There's actually a pole that's in the middle of the curb, in the curb line, and we're without any recourse really to.
Is the gentleman that's been emailing, has he been contacted, do you know?
I'll check with my staff. I've not contacted him. So.
It might be helpful if somebody contacted me. If you don't have that email, let me know and I'll forward it on to you.
I did respond to, 4 to 6 weeks ago to a.
There was another email last week.
Yeah, I don't know that I think you forwarded me an email this morning.
Yeah.
Was it
No, not related to that one.
Okay,
That was the Lewis Center North Road
okay.
roundabout.
Is that the one you're asking about?
The roundabout at Lewis Center North.
It's the same,
that is the one.
it's the same one.
Okay.
That's what I thought, so, okay. I'll find out and we'll get a response. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you, Chris. All right,
Administrator
Administrator
Farmer
reports?
is up now.
I have nothing to report.
you want to talk about the Little Brown Jog?
I didn't want to brag.
Finished 9th out of 9?
Just say ninth. I finished ninth. That sounds really good. There was a lot of pressure with you being there.
I
I
know.
thought I could be in, that no one would know me there, so I could just go.
You did beat Jennifer, though. She was on one of those little walker things that, with her Achilles tendon surgery tear.
Yeah, she ran it last year, and she was very proud that she finished first in her age group or division, or however politically correct I should say that. And so she wanted me to carry on the family tradition this year and run, so I did.
You said she won.
I
So had you didn't-
didn't, no, I didn't quite carry on. But I did run a faster time than she did last year, but I don't think that's the point of it.
Exactly. All right, Commissioner Merrill.
I'm just making an observation. We've had a number of people speak this morning from the county, and I'm always impressed and amazed at the quality of our leadership in this county. And we don't say that often, but half a dozen people spoke from not only within the county employment, but outside. And we really have great leadership, and we're very fortunate as a county that we have such good people representing us. And there's many that weren't here today, obviously. But with that, obviously a horse parade yesterday. I know Commissioner Benton was there because I saw him.
Yep.
And up until the very end, the rain hit from where we were stationed. But for the most part, it was a good day weather-wise, and well attended as I drove from here to the area where I was privileged to watch the parade, and very successful, and Diane Winters and that group deserve a lot of credit. I attended the Arts Castle 30-year celebration last week, and read the proclamation and mentioned it came from all three of us, and again, they do such a tremendous job, and we're very fortunate to have such great leadership there as well. There's a TID meeting this Wednesday, and there's also a land bank meeting this week, so got a busy week ahead of us, and DKM tomorrow, I believe.
DKM tomorrow. It is going to be very busy. I think just a couple other things. We do have investment committee Thursday before regular session. Land Bank of TID, DKM, Doris Braid. Yeah, you got just about everything on my list here. We had Morpsey Executive Committee meeting last Thursday. Nothing really big surface there. They're working on a number of things, but nothing, high-profile stuff. And then last, I just want to talk about the SEBCO renewal. Dawn and I went to the SEBCO annual meeting, or annual renewal meeting, and SEBCO's really, they're getting some interesting things done. They did appoint a new executive director, Mike Kendall, who will take over for Doug Faust around January 1st. Doug is retiring. Mike's been on staff for a number of years, and I think he'll do an excellent job in transitioning and leading that organization. The organization continues to be very strong financially, and I think they're recognizing that they're very well capitalized and using a little bit of that to help keep rate increases down. The rate increase we received is less than 1%, so it was very encouraging to see such a moderate rate increase. They are making a number of changes, which I think will actually provide some really interesting and good services going forward. Anthem is going to be the combined medical and prescription provider. Instead of having two different providers for the medical coverage and the prescription coverage, it's going to all be Anthem, which should just make it easier, save a little bit of money for SEBCO, and hopefully help it keep, again, the rate increases down. Stop loss is going to $700,000. That is from $500,000 to $700,000. So each county has a higher risk profile by virtue of having to cover another $200,000 of the major claims. But again, that's just the nature of where things are going in the healthcare industry. Health Guide is also being introduced, which is a different approach. It's more of a, I don't know if anyone would call it a concierge service, but it's like a concierge service where when you call to Anthem, they will provide not just answer your immediate questions, but look in ways to provide additional services or make things more streamlined or provide better coverages, so on. So I think that will be well received as well. So anyway, that's all I got. We do have a lot of need for executive session.
We do. Resolution number 19-898, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of appointment, employment, discipline of a public employer or public official for pending or imminent litigation and for collective bargaining.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-898. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Okay, we're in executive session.
Resolution number 19-899, in the matter of adjourning out of executive session.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-899. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Okay, aye. So we recess now until the 1:30 viewing at
Correct.
the Powell Road address.
Yes, 3745 is the vicinity of the vacation that we'll be looking at.
Okay, very good.